And our next matchup for Holmen, Brandon Grant and Earl Cross, tennis forward. Winning by pin, 42 seconds. Brandon Grant. Our next matchup for Holmen, Jonathan Groves and Cross, Brendan Groves.
I can go on there. check 1, check 2, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Winning the tag, 397. Holmen's John Rose. Our next matchup for Holmen, Jager Johnson. And from the cross, Ivan Valentine. Played by Kevin Holmen. And second, Jager Johnson. Our next matchup for Holmen, Austin City. From the cross, Logan. Winning by 12. Our next matchup, Carson Belby from the clubhouse.
think so, right?
Lead by decision. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a white tie found in the women's bathroom with the name Presley Jepson on the back. If that home is yours, please report to the store stand. Now wrestling the Holmen for lacrosse. Kevin Craig. Maybe 14 seconds. Next. Now wrestling Holmen for Holmen, Jacob Jepson, and for the cross, Brendan Gross. Now wrestling for Holmen, Jonathan Gross. And for the cross, Ivan Valentine.
After the duel, I have Scott head to the station.
and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Lacrosse High School. Tonight's Mississippi Valley Conference Wrestling Duel between the Vikings of Holmen and your very own Lacrosse Wrestling. We appreciate your support of high school athletics and ask that you treat players, coaches, officials, and fans with respect. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all attendants, your cooperation and demonstrating the high skills of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now at this time, please rise if you are able, remove your caps, and join us in honoring America with playing our national anthem. And now, here are the matchups for tonight's duel. We will begin the evening with an exhibition matchup. For lacrosse, Shen Yang will be wrestling for lacrosse, Eric O'Brien. At 120 pounds for Holmen, Camden Theo will receive a forfeit from lacrosse. At 126 pounds for Holmen, Turner Campbell, and for lacrosse, Amelia Adams. At 132 pounds for Holmen, AJ Allen, and for lacrosse, Briggs Schaefer. At 138 pounds for Holmen, Preston Cradville, and will he receive a forfeit from lacrosse. At 145 pounds for Holmen's Andrew Beast, and for lacrosse, Dalen Lee. At 152 pounds, Holmen's Matt McBride, and for lacrosse, Levi Trigeston. At 160 pounds for Holmen, Eli Lechecki, and for lacrosse, David Smith. At 170 pounds for Holmen, Benson Swatic, and for lacrosse, Noah Nicholson. At 182 pounds for Holmen, Gavin Bramwell, and for lacrosse, Jaden DeLeo. At 195 pounds for Holmen, Carson Weber, and for lacrosse, Kenji Wu. At 220 pounds for Holmen, Ron White, and for lacrosse, Christian Parker. At 285 pounds, Holmen's Tristan Brennan, and for lacrosse, Colin Wilson. At 106 pounds, Holmen's Caleb Rundy, and for lacrosse, Justice Mueller. And last, at 105 113 pounds from Holmen, Jin Joe. And for lacrosse, Donovan Yang. And for tonight's exhibition matchup, from lacrosse, Logan, and also from lacrosse, Eric O'Brien.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Logan High School, where we have some MVC action. We have undefeated Holmen with one loss in the MVC season, taking on lacrosse. And right now, going to be starting off with an exhibition match here between a couple of lacrosse wrestlers. We have Shen Yang currently down 2-0 to Eric O'Brien. So Yang looks to be a sophomore on the team this year, and O'Brien, who's now up 4-1 after a couple of pretty impressive takedowns. Does get the roll through on Yang, lifts the leg, almost gets him to his back, but Yang rolling through to his stomach. Nice job basing out. Another half Nelson by O'Brien, just being relentless on top. Looking to lift that near official, Matt Pronshinsky. It's going to reset. It's going to be a 4-1 in favor of O'Brien, who definitely a fan favorite here for the lacrosse program. Couple of good takedowns on it. Yang, the sophomore, now taking Yang to his back. The great armbar. Yang trying to fight off. And it looks like Eric O'Brien will get the pin to start off the night. And already a great atmosphere here, folks. Eric O'Brien with the pin in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Ryan going to Matt's side, where's teams there to congratulate him. Now, folks, we will get started with the varsity action here at 120 pounds, where Holmen sophomore Camden Thiel will be taking a forfeit to start off the duel tonight. Make the score 6-0 in favor of the Vikings. And folks, if you have one match that is must-see for tonight, it's got to be 145 pounds between Holmen's Andrew Weiss and lacrosse's Dalen Haney. I had a great match last year, which Weiss won 4-2. Fended off a lot of attacks from Haney. Turner Campbell taking the forfeit there at 126 pounds. Campbell ranked in the state, runner-up at the Sparta Invite this previous weekend. That's going to make the score Holmen at 12, lacrosse 0. Two matches into the evening. Now at 132 pounds, going to get our first on the mat action here between Holmen's AJ Alish and lacrosse's Brig Schaefer. Schaefer, a freshman for Central's program this year. Alish gets in quick on the leg, drives Schaefer out of bounds. Alish having a pretty good campaign for the Vikings so far this year. So we reset in the middle again, 22 seconds. Now Alish finally executes on the takedown. There goes up 2-0 with 1 minute 23 seconds left into the first period. Holmen head coach Justin Lancaster telling Alish wants to see a little more work on their feet here as Alish lets Schaefer up. Shoots in on another high C, looking to switch off to a double. Nice defense there by Schaefer. But Alish essentially powering through. Just good finish there. It's going to be 4-1 as Alish gets the takedown on the edge of the mat. Going to reset in the middle with 53 seconds left. And Alish opting to go neutral again, now with a 4-2 lead. Sparta last week, Alish with a 5th place finish and a pretty good 132-pound bracket. So he gets in on another double, going to that treetop position again. Schaefer holding strong on a tight waist right now. Alish trying to find a side, does dump that leg, and Schaefer bailing out, gonna give up 2 more to the Holmen freshman. So battle of the freshmen here to start off the night match-wise. Alish with a cross-face cradle looking to pull Schaefer back. We're going to head to the second period. Alish up 6-2 right now. Just tuning in. Holmen up 12-0 after a couple of forfeits. Right now we have A.J. Alish and Briggs Schaefer on the mat. It's Alish choosing down, looking to get an escape. Nice switch attempt, but good stop there by Schaefer. Thank you folks for tuning in to this Mississippi Valley Conference action night. I'm Teague Fenwick bringing you the action here on a WKTY. As always, got Kyle Jackson here, man in the controls. Alish looks to get his hips away. Nice job by Schaefer, dropping to a leg on the edge of the mat. Schaefer with a great ride so far to start this period. A 1:07 left in the second. About midway through, Alish with 3 takedowns to start off the match in the first. Now looking to get an escape, and now the official calling loss of control at the edge of the mat there. It's good to see these two go to work on their feet again. Now a shot by Schaefer as he gets in on the leg, and Alish switching to a quarter Nelson, a Holmen staple. Trying to keep that head of Schaefer's down. Schaefer, though, with his frame, still able to hold onto that leg. Now switching off to the elbow. Gonna try and circle and square up here, but a lot easier said than done in that position. Now Alish looking to score off of Schaefer's shot attempt. 23 seconds left in the second period. Schaefer looking to close the gap here. Alish trying to build to where he can work for a major in the third. Try and win by 8 or more. Schaefer just with a gritty effort holding on to that leg right now. Alish with a tough crossface and able to get around with 3 seconds left to make the score 9-2 at the end of the second. Third period. Lacrosse coaches Brad Moshe and Tyler Von Hayden liked what they saw from Schaefer to start off that second period on top, telling him to go top again. Alish with a quick up this time, though. Able to get that hand to his hips, and right as he's about to cut away, nice job by Schaefer dropping to a leg again. Gonna need to try to return Alish to the mat, otherwise could see a stall warning in that situation. Both wrestlers just out of bounds, though, as we'll reset in the middle. 1:43 left in the third period. Alish looking to add to that. Holmen leads. He tries to build up to a quad pod, but quickly gets stifled by Schaefer. Schaefer at this point going to need either a few tilts or a straight up pin, but Alish back up to his feet again, this time able to cut away, and now the score is 10-2. Alish in an okie choke position right on the edge of the mat, called out again. So 1:17 left in the third. Holmen up 12-0. Alish up 10-2 right now, holding on to where he could get 14 points with a major victory. Alish pulling down that arm, shooting it on the leg, basically dumping Schaefer to the ground, gets 2 more. Now up by 10. Now it's a matter of can Alish go to work on top here and maybe secure a tech fall as he looks for another crossface cradle. Trying to roll those wrists down of Schaefer right now. Schaefer, good knee slide, but nice stop by Alish, trapping that arm, taking him back to the mat. Schaefer looking at least would need to try to get a stand-up and a takedown, but Alish controlling the match on his feet this evening. Almost locks in a cradle, but tough on someone who's as tall as Schaefer at this weight class. Really trying to force the issue with 5 seconds left. Nonetheless, AJ Alish going to win this match 12-2. They'll give the Vikings a 16-0 lead of 3 matches in to this duel. These folks started at 120 pounds, already up to 138 now. Now we'll see state-ranked Preston Cradaville receive a forfeit at this weight class. And folks, this is going to bring us to a fun one here as Cradaville step out, get his hand raised for the forfeit real quick. Next up, we're going to have Andrew Weiss versus Dalen Haney. Weiss, a senior who's committed to UW Platteville. Haney, also a senior. These two wrestled one of the best matches in the MVC last year, I would say, which Weiss, who ended up being a state qualifier last year, beat Haney 4-2. Haney with a great season so far, just missing out on placing at the Bi-State. Took 5th at the Badger State Invite in Madison, which is hosted by Stoughton. So we get the action started right away here, 11 seconds in. These two already going at it. Haney staying active on the head right now. Weiss is on the mend a little bit, coming back from a foot injury. Good drag attempt there by the Holmen senior. Rankings-wise, Haney not ranked, but you have to assume he's right on the edge there. Weiss, nice duck to a double. And good roll through by Haney on the ankle. Now looking to get a score of his own here, trying to climb up the hips. Might see him try to put Weiss in some danger as he has that ankle hooked now. Did have the hips covered from Weiss for a second. No takedown calls. There is still movement, and Weiss able to roll his hips through and get the 2. Now working a power half here. 1 minute left. That's great 145-pound match. Weiss just hold on for dear life onto that arm as Haney trying to slip his head out. Get 2 for the reversal. Does have his head out. Weiss still just holding on by a thread with that hand at the moment. Weiss's best case scenario is a stalemate. Somehow able to scoop back out on top, though. Haney still holding on to that ankle. Weiss with a cradle locked up. Going to look to jump sides. 15 seconds left in the first. Holmen up a 22-0 after a few forfeits and a major win by Alish. And Haney once again looking to pop his head out. Does get the reversal, and was a near fall swipe. Looks like there was two. It's kind of tough on the clock. I would have to review that one, but I think there was basically exactly 2 seconds left. So it's one of those calls there by Pronshinsky where you, just from up here, you don't envy the job of the official, because that's a tough call to make. You try to make those swipes exactly a second, and it's one that you almost need instant replay for if you want to challenge that one. Which I guess we do have the benefit of instant replay in most cases. With WKTY, at least, we'll say. So starting the second period. Weiss starting down here. Had a chance to operate on top in the first. Now Haney with a tough ride 30 seconds in. So pace just seems to be a bad matchup for the Holmen senior. As throwing those legs in now. Going to try to extend Weiss out. Does need to watch his hips, though, as Weiss looking to flip the script on a loose leg ride and reversing Haney. Going to tie things up. No back points, though. Haney not exposed. Weiss still holding on to that arm. Now taking Haney to his back. Only one swipe, though. Remember, 2 near fall swipes by the official gets you 2 points. 5 swipes gets you 3. It's Weiss who has tied things back up 4-4. Now Haney again able to get his arm under Weiss's leg as lacrosse coaches urging him to keep trying to fight that arm up, and looks like we had a potentially dangerous call against Weiss there. So I'm guessing might have had Haney's elbow in a compromised position. So Dalen Haney with, I'd say, an advantageous fresh start for him. 20 seconds left. We'll see if he can get some movement, try and get one here, retake the lead. Weiss sucking him back, looking for a chin drop. Haney just able to roll that arm through. And folks, it looks like we are going to head into the third period of this rematch that a lot of folks were looking forward to. It's living up to the hype and then some. Right now it's a 4-4. It is Haney's choice. And we did get that reversal to Weiss's back in the second period. That's how he secured his 4 points. So Haney looking to get lacrosse on the board team-wise here. Holmen up 22-0 right now. Haney's first move stopped by Weiss. Weiss with another chin drop. Just can't seem to secure that shoulder to the mat. Now working in an arm bar. Weiss now with those legs in, looking to roll those wrists under. 1:15 left now in the third. Andrew Weiss, Dalen Haney tied 4-4. A stalemate call there by Matt Pronshinsky. And I know we're in Logan High School, where the lacrosse team is hosting. But it almost feels like a home meet for the Vikings. I think most of the crowd is Holmen folks. Weiss has his leg in right now, looking for an assassin attempt. Now good stand up here by Haney, unable to get his hips away though. Weiss once again almost getting Haney to his back. Good exchange here as Weiss get another power half and another potentially dangerous call. I'll stop that. I think Haney with the benefit, very underrated trade in the sport of wrestling. If you have good flexibility, it can be nice to, it can be afforded some calls like that. Weiss with a tough ride, looking to get some exposure against Haney, trying to tilt him over. 15 seconds left now. And Haney was looking to roll an ankle. Again, only one swipe. And Haney able to roll the ankle now. Just needs to get his hips free. Weiss holding onto the ankle and able to sit back around. Good switch by Dalen Haney. 5 seconds left. Can he get his hips away? And folks, we are going to be headed to overtime here at 145 pounds between Andrew Weiss and Dalen Haney. Haney looking to avenge the 4-2 loss from last year against Weiss. Gets in on a shot right away. In on a single, does have that leg hooked. Weiss pancaking through. And Haney trying to just hop over those hips now. Needs to be careful. Weiss isn't totally compromised here. Weiss just holding on to that far arm. You have to wonder if conditioning is going to play a factor at this point now. And Haney taking Weiss to his back now. Still no control called. And Weiss able to get his hips up, has the legs in, and he gets the takedown. What a match, folks. Cross coach is arguing that there was indeed control for Haney there. But man, what a match. Andrew Weiss wins 6-4 to build the Holmen lead up to 25-0, 5 matches into this duel. Final MVC duel of the year for the Vikings. Next week, going to be a big one. I believe that one's going to take place in the theater, actually, at Holmen High School. Going to take place on the stage in the FAC building. And man, oh man, if you saw the presentation value of what the Vikings had in the gym, I think Holmen AD Jason Luloff and head coach Justin Lancaster are brewing something special for Tuesday against Melman GET, a team that's been on an absolute tear lately. Now, getting started here at 152 pounds, we have Holmen senior Matt McBride. Second in a string of seniors for the Vikings. Gets the takedown against the lacrosse sophomore Levi Trigstad. Pride a runner-up in the Sparta Invite last weekend. Trigstad on the year. Pretty good performance at the Lacrosse Wrestling Invitational to start off the year at the Challenge Series final last weekend. Placed second, losing a tough one to Holmen's Emerson Melby. He's taking on a second different Holmen wrestler of the week. McBride looking to work for another takedown. Great blast double there by McBride. You can't tell McBride with some experience in football. Well, looking to dig that arm out now. Good tilt by McBride as he's going to get some swipes here. Going to get to that 5 count. And we'll see if he can slip that arm through, look for an arm bar. Going to change his hold here so he can be assessed those points. Score is going to be 7-2 in favor of McBride. 45 seconds left in the first period here at 152 pounds. McBride trying to chop Trigstad's arm down and going to go to work on his feet again, looking for a cow catcher here against the lacrosse sophomore. Does take him to his back, has his head scooped. 20 seconds left in the first period. We'll see if Trigstad can fight off. Now 10 seconds left. So you got to appreciate the fight here as shown by the lacrosse sophomore. Good shot fake there by McBride to start the second period. He's up 10-2. Another blast double there. Taking Trigstad right to his back. Trigstad bailing out just a split second too late. Now McBride looking to close things out here, and the fall is called. Matthew McBride with the pin and makes it 31. Holmen double there. Taking Trigstad right to his back. Trigstad bailing out just a split second too late.
Part of Holmen's
now McBride looking to close things out here, and
getting
the
late
fall
into the
is
season, as we seem to see with Holmen every year. Just everyone in their lineup really coming into form right now. It's hard to almost pinpoint an exact weak spot. So we're going to get into 160 pounds here. We have another Holmen senior and Eli Lechecki. We'll be taking on lacrosse sophomore Avon Smith. Smith able to pick up a win at the Bi-State Classic. The Wausau East Lumberjack invite placed in 9th. Smith goes in on a low single there against Lechecki. Onto that treetop position. Trying to drive through. Lechecki was looking for a crotch lift there for a second. Maybe just trying to hold on for a stalemate. Now looking for an ankle to grab. Got both these wrestlers probably not used to wrestling someone that's actually their height here. And I guess they both have the height advantage in most of their matches, as Smith able to get around for the takedown, has the leg tuck in as well. Sorry, just has the leg in. 2-0 Smith. 1 minute left here in the first period. Smith looking to get lacrosse on the board. Now Lechecki able to get those hips up, and he'll get two. So a slew of reversals here for the fans tonight, whether they're here at Logan High School or watching at home. And now Lechecki with the cradle, trying to take Smith back, but Smith breaks his grip. Now Lechecki in on a leg, just looking to maintain control. He's in that treetop position, trying to find a leg himself. Needs to advance his position here since he's the one in control. Almost takes Smith to his back. Smith able to roll through. 13 seconds left here in the first. Only 2-2, but plenty of action here at this 160-pound match. So we're going to head into the second period. 2-2 between lacrosse's Avon Smith and Holmen's Eli Lechecki. First time seeing Smith in action, like when I've seen out of the lacrosse sophomore. So Lechecki net shot, grabbing that wrist, taking it to the opposite side, creating some space for himself. To pick up another reversal, but good job scooting there by Smith. Still with the leg and has that crossbody ride. It's the battle of who can keep their hips on top right now. So Lechecki looking to switch through again. Well, these 160-pounders all tangled up here with 120 left in the second. Now Lechecki rolling through, taking Smith to his back. Can he keep a hold of that arm? Smith once again, just a lot of fight here by these lacrosse wrestlers. As it looks like the shoulder wasn't at that 45-degree angle for the referee to start calling near fall. Lechecki with a tilt attempt here. Able to get the roll through. Not enough swipes, though, for the Holmen seniors. 45 seconds left now. Lechecki up 4-2. After that reversal to start the second. Now taking Smith to his back, has that near side arm trap, looking to finish things off. Now just squeezing that head, and Smith almost able to arch through, but Lececki bringing him back to the mat. 20 seconds left. Can we see another lacrosse wrestler fight off their back at the end of the period here? That Martin's got to be paper thin there, and Matt Bronczynski calling the pin with 4 seconds left in the second period. Great match between the two, but Eli Lececki tacking on 6 more points to Holmen's team total. The score now at Holmen 37, Lacrosse 0. Up next at 170 pounds, we're going to have Benson Swadek for the Vikings. Another runner-up at the Sparta invite. Holmen with a lot of finalists at Sparta last weekend. Just some tough matchups. Swadek's going to be taking on sophomore Jaden DeLau, lacrosse with a fairly young team. Only a couple of seniors in their starting lineup. Kind of an unfortunate turn of events. Won't be seeing Cole Fitzpatrick wrestle for lacrosse tonight. Fitzpatrick, a state place winner last year. He's out with an injury right now. Hopefully he can be back in time for the postseason as Swadek gets in on a low single. Swadek, a sectional qualifier last year as a junior. DeLau, who I believe getting his first varsity action this year, trying to fend off an armbar from the Holmen senior. He's able to trap that leg for a second. Swadek just looking to fight that leg through. 1:15 left here in the first. Benson Swadek up 2-0. Trying to get that ankle free now as he has the arm and pretty good control on the arm bar. We work down to 1 minute left on the clock here at 170 pounds. Holmen up 37-0 right now. Now Swadek still with that leg trap, but able to just use his chest to pressure DeLau. And wow, nice job by DeLau there. Essentially dead to rights, but able to fight through with 30 seconds left. Score's going to be 5-0 once Swadek changes his grip up. Going to look for another turn here to close out the first period. 6 matches remaining on the night for this. At least for Holmen, is the last of the Mississippi Valley action before a duel against GET next week. And then, folks, we're going to be looking at a conference tournament season for some wrestling programs across the state. Swadek does pick up 3 more near fall to make it 8-0. Otherwise, after conference, we get right into regionals. Wrestling season just seems to absolutely fly by. So start of the second period. Swadek starting down against DeLau. DeLau went 5-1 at the Lacrosse Wrestling Invitational to start the year, losing only to a state qualifier and Gavin Brager from Independence Gilmington. Had a couple of tough matchups at Bi-State. Right now, a tough ride on Swadek, who an 8th place Bi-State finisher. Gonna work in a power half. Does need to watch his hip positioning, though. Able to use his strength to bring Swadek's hips back to the mat. Just like that, 55 seconds into the second period. Benson Swadek up 8-0, but showing no progress on bottom right now against DeLau. DeLau actually made to the finals of the Wausau East Lumberjack invite, and Swadek looking for a reversal now. Had to allow in a defensive pin position for a second. Now with the reversal in control. Get some near fall swipes. That'll make it 12-0. So Swadek one turn away from getting the tech fall. Of course, he's still going to be looking for the pin. Want to get that full 6, especially if you're Holmen, you have your sights set on team sectionals. Every team point matters. Swadek with the tilt. Was able to get the swipes, and DeLau able to fight his hips up, but that'll be 3 points for Benson Swadek. And I think Swadek knew the match was over there. Credit to DeLau for continuing to fight, but that'll be a 15-0 in favor of Benson Swadek. That'll be a tech fall and a 5 points for the Vikings as the score now 42-0, 5 matches remaining. Oh, here at 195 pounds, we're going to have for lacrosse, sorry, at 182 pounds. Will be another Holmen senior and a Gavin Bramwell. I just want to get a confirmation on the Logan name here as Bramwell. Well, went for a throw attempt. Unable to secure it. And folks, apologies. I believe it was a lacrosse freshman. I think it was Noah Nicholson at 170. Now we have Jaden DeLau here. Just got the takedown on Bramwell. Apologies for the miss on that one. Usually set up next to a head table, so sometimes can be corrected on that right away, but up here, stuff like that will happen, but apologies to the Nicholson and DeLau families if you're listening. It's Noah Nicholson who put up a good fight against Swadek, and right now it's DeLau who's currently up 2-0 on Bramwell with 55 seconds left in the first period. Bramwell with the escape makes it 2-1 in favor of DeLau. Good slide by there by DeLau. Bramwell holding on to the head, but it's going to be 4-1 now. It's Jaden DeLau looking to get some points on the board here for lacrosse. 9 matches in, only 30 points left to be scored. Duel is in hand in favor of Holmen. And as we've talked about in previous broadcasts, you have a one-on-one sport like wrestling. These guys still leave it all on the mat regardless of the duel score. Just allow with the cradle on Bramwell. I think able to pick up a couple of near fall, but Bramwell now going to be called a loss of control by Matt Pronshinsky. At 6-2, though, heading into the second in favor of Jaden DeLau. Here at 182, we still have 195 through heavyweight, and then closing the duel at 106. Start of the second, Bramwell choosing down. DeLau looking to run an arm bar, looking for the stack on Bramwell. Does lose that arm, but now is able to settle back here. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the second. Bramwell able to sneak that arm through and get his hips up. Does give up 3 near fall. Going to make it 9-2 for DeLau as Bramwell looking for a cow catcher for a second there. Now, if there's anyone that could make a comeback attempt down 7, it's Bramwell, who has a bevy of big moves in his arsenal. But going to need a lot of work to do against the lacrosse sophomore. Seems to match Delau in strength. Now we have a stall call there. Against, it looks like the stall call was against Bramwell in that situation. I know they were in a scramble situation. And again, Delau with another armbar, looking for a stack and lands it. Going to get lacrosse on the board here. Going to make the score of 42-6 in favor of Holmen. So we got Kyle Jackson doubling up as the tech man and the enforcer tonight. Love to see the authority there by Kyle. Now we're going to go to 195 pounds. Now we'll have Carson Weber versus Kenji Vu. Weber, a senior for the Vikings. Now I sound like a broken record here at this point, but that's just the build of this lineup this year. And Vu, a sophomore for Logan, or for lacrosse, as Vu's headgear comes off. Now Weber with a front head in on Vu, trying to grab a leg. Taking Vu right to his back. Looking to get 6 on the board here. Holmen almost looking close to eclipse that 60 mark, and yet another MVC duel. As Weber gets the pin, and that's going to make it 48-6 now. Going to look at some season results aside from when they lost to Aquinas 49-27. Able to put up 74 on Alaska Luther. All right, up next here. Got to announce this one quick as Holmen senior Rana Tater Salad White, who known for his big moves, gets a quick head throw on a lacrosse sophomore Kristen Parcher, looking for the quick pin of the award, the quick pin of the night award here. And White will secure the pinfall 32 seconds in. Now Holmen up 54-6. Looking at other dual scores, Holmen also beat Toma 63-13. Beating Sparta 59-15. So with Holmen still with a chance to put up 66 on the board tonight. Up next here, we're going to have, believe it or not, a freshman for the Vikings, Tristan Brennan, taking on lacrosse sophomore Colin Wilson. It's Brennan looking to work in underhooks, almost had a body lock. Wilson looking for a head throw on the Holmen freshman. Brennan going in on the collar tie right away. I think Wilson as an underclassman, now giving up some size to these guys at heavyweight. Fun to see him grow into this weight class a little more these next couple of years, along with his teammates who Top 4 weight classes for Logan, for lacrosse, all sophomores. As Brennan gets the first takedown with 1 minute left. We're going to reset in the middle here. 50 seconds left in the first period. Brennan up 2-1. After an illegal hold by Brennan, reset the match. Gave Wilson a point. And we're down to 24 seconds left in the first, and another illegal hold there by Brennan. So you got to be careful with those penalty points, as four penalty calls does disqualify you from a match. So Brennan, if he gets a couple more full Nelsons or a locked hands call or two, would give Wilson the victory. You have to wonder if after the third one, if they might just opt to go neutral if we do see a third one. Now Brennan with a power half, but not enough time to operate us. We're going to head to the second period, 2-2 between Brennan and Wilson. Wilson will defer, and Brennan going to opt to go neutral. Wilson going for another head throw on the big man. Brennan showing off that athleticism, dropping to a leg. And gets another 2. Now looking to follow. Nice mat return there by Brennan. Lacrosse coach is saying another full Nelson there, but you know, Matt Pronshinsky going to have a close eye on that. After the first 2, Brennan changing it up and going for a crossface to cradle. Just looking to essentially crunch up Wilson. Now it's a matter of can Brennan with the grip now in hand, can he pull Wilson back? Make it a little easier for himself if he did go hip to hip, but doesn't need my advice when you when you're built like that. Just pulls Wilson back, and 45 seconds left to look for the pin now. Trying to get that right knee in the side of Wilson. Wilson looking to try and fight that arm through. And might be a position here, you see it in the cradle sometimes, where that bottom person's arm is kind of rested on the person in control. So I think Brennan realizing that with 5 seconds left in the second. We're going to head to the third period. Brennan now up 7-2. Oh, nice first move there by Wilson off the optional start. The question for Wilson, down 5 points. How do you get a turn on Brennan here? Is Brennan with the hold of Wilson's arm. Wilson trying to toss a leg in here. And Brennan now going to swim for that head, do a little head hunting. He gets his head out here, essentially going to have a half to work with. Now with the 90 seconds to find a pin. And add another 6 to the point total for the Vikings. And gets it. That makes the score 60-6 in favor of Holmen. That's going to bring us to our last match of the evening here at 106 pounds. Still got to say, folks, I think the match of the night coming in that first period pin from Eric O'Brien over Shen Yang in that exhibition match. He's got to show off his offense, had a couple of different turns that he worked with, and able to find the pin in the first period against his teammate. And a last matchup here of the night, we have lacrosse junior Justice Mueller taking on Holmen freshman Caleb Rundy. Rundy looking for a throw right off the bat. I think Mueller thinking the same thing. Both wrestlers looking for a throw as Mueller seems to get the advantage, but Rundy able to fight up, now holding on to a leg, and foot just went out of bounds, so no takedown call there. Mueller in on another shot. Now looking to drive through on that double. Nice whizzer there by Rundy, able to hip through, and again, no takedown call. Mueller ended up placing 11th at the Lumberjack invite last weekend. This would be a pretty nice win for him, but Rundy's been having a pretty solid season himself. Wasn't able to wrestle at the Bi-State, which is the two tournaments that both these teams wrestled at. Is now Rundy with the takedown, now looking to search for an arm bar and gonna run it here with 50 seconds left. Rundy looking to cap off the night with one more pin for the Vikings, make the score 66-6. I give credit to these lacrosse wrestlers, just gritty efforts all around. So Justice looks like he almost had a reversal there for a second. Rundy almost taking him to his back again, and now both these 106-pounders rolling through. Rundy will get 3 near fall out of the equation, but Mueller going to pick up a reversal. Now Rundy in on that far leg. Mueller looking to cast over it, try and get Rundy in some danger here, and wouldn't be able to get a pin off of it per se. But, almost got some swipes there as we're going to head into the second period of this action-packed final match of the night. Caleb Rundy up 5-2 on Justice Mueller. Rundy had a good win over Sparta's Landon Connolly. To close off his performance last weekend. Start of the second period here. Rundy did choose bottom. Mueller with the legs in right now, but hips fall into the mat. Not where you want to be when you're the one in control. Looks for an easy reversal attempt as now Rundy able to trying to run his legs back right now. And does have control now as Mueller let go for just a moment. Rundy with the cradle here. And gonna get some swipes. Might get a little stack cradle in this position with the near side. Does have that ankle hooked too with a minute left. Basically just a matter of trying to roll through one way or another if you're Mueller. And able to do it just that as Rundy though with that ankle still hooked. Trying to roll Mueller's neck over one more time. Kind of trying to bait him into it, it seems like, with 30 seconds left. And now going to be tough press for Mueller to fight out of this one. So Rundy with kind of a Saturday Night Ride attempt here. A successful attempt at that. 20 seconds left now. Rundy shifting the weight of his hips onto the shoulders of Mueller. Should be at least, with the grip being changed, should be 10-2 with more near fall being called, I would say. But nonetheless, Rundy getting ahead to the third with a 10-2 lead. Don't expect Mueller to give up anytime soon, though. The start of a third period, and Mueller going to start down this time. Rundy taking a little steam out of the lacrosse junior. For showing his prowess in the top part of this match. And now with an armbar looking for a stack to close out the duel, and does exactly that. As a sorry folks, not the final match, the penultimate match I should have said. We got one more here, I believe. As I add up the dual score in my head, and then yeah, so we still have one more here, as we're gonna have one of the most exciting wrestlers on the Vikings team, Donovan Yang. Sorry, Jin Jong. He'll be taking on Donovan Yang. Just wanted to get confirmation from the PA announcer here so he didn't mess up any more names on the evening. It is indeed lacrosse senior Donovan Yang. One of the senior leaders on this team, along with Haney. Jong getting in on a low single. Yang trying to roll through. And Jong just able to show off that quickness. Yang with a quick escape makes it 2-1 at 30 seconds into this match. And now with a shot attempt of his own. Now with Jong in a front head position. Yang trying to take the lead here. Able to get around for a 3-2 lead midway through this first period. And another quick escape by a wrestler on the mat as Jong quickly knots things up 3-3. Folks who've been tracking Holmen wrestling all year, this is a pretty typical Jin Jong match, I would say, as we already have 8 points on the board. 90 seconds into this match. This time Yang with the takedown makes it 5-3. Now throwing to both legs and looking to power over Jong with a power half. Yang looking to extend his 5-3 lead. 10 seconds left. Going to do exactly that. The closing seconds of the first period. Had Jong on his back for a second there. He's going to pick up 3 points, making an 8-3 match. So Holmen up 66-6 in this duel. One match remaining between Jong, the Holmen sophomore, and Yang, the lacrosse senior. Yang in another front head position, just really seems to thrive there, just so great at changing direction. To make it 10-3 now on the escape. Basically Yang letting Jong up, gonna be 10-4. No takedown called, but Yang taking Jong to his back on the edge of the mat. Yang's knee just going off, but still a 2 and near fall for the lacrosse senior. Got 1:28 left in the second now. Now with the escape there on the resets, or not the escape, but Yang opting to go neutral. Going to be 12-4. Yang on the year, able to wrestle, got a good win at the Bi-State Classic. Now looking to finish things off on a high note here for La Crosse. Zhang able to roll through. Gonna try and peek his head out, and man, just seeing great chain wrestling by Yang tonight as he builds up to a 17-4 lead now. So one more turn here for the La Crosse senior will do it. As we get the Lumberjack invite, Yang with a pretty impressive third place finish, beating Stratford's Colin Cornier. Had a 12-7 match with marathon freshman Cale Quaintance, who's had a good season too. Looking for a cradle and a stall call against Zhang there. So we're going to head into the third period. And it will be Zhang's choice. He's going to opt to go neutral, see if he can go to work on his feet here again. Down 13, though, I think you got to start thinking about what feet to back move do you have in your back pocket. Zhang going straight to the single leg. Yang almost looking to lock up a cradle from this position. And with the takedown, makes it 19-4. Tech follow will be called. Donovan Yang ending off this night with a win for the La Crosse wrestling team. Folks, thank you for tuning in. Remember, we still have a non-conference duel next Tuesday between Holmen and GT, which is going to be absolutely electric. So you're going to want to tune in to that one on WKTYSports.com/video. Thank you once again for tuning in, folks. I am Teek Fenwick signing off.